attention to the dynamics of piano. Louder. Figures will be the second time. Now we'll see the figures. Yeah. Fun stuff. Does it make sense? It's good to know a little bit about this, even if you never end up playing big band. At least you understand, like, drum set was invented in the beginning of the 20th century, in like the early 1900s, or late 1890s. Ragtime starts. Drum set starts to evolve in the 1900, 1910. The drum set was invented to play jazz. I mean, that's why that's why we have the drum set. So understanding kind of the trajectory of those early stages of, playing press rolls on a snare drum in New Orleans, evolved into which then became big band, and then became all the styles of music that we have. It all was born out of really ragtime jazz in this country. So it's cool to know the history a little bit and understand kind of the function of it. Now, for Bob, there's a chance that he might be playing and being able to do like a community big band. So I put like a handful of charts up specifically for him, because I know that that's something that might be helpful for him to do. Chad plays in big bands. He played in my dad's big band one semester. Tim, did you play in my dad's big band ever? No. Okay. Tim's grandmother taught at the same college that my dad taught at, and that's how Tim and I met when he was like 13 years old or something. He was a little child. Yeah, but my dad had a big band. Chad played in it at the college. Uh, and I don't know if anyone else has had history or ever even been around big band. I know Adam has. CJ, have you done big band stuff?
Very little. It was like hard, there's like definitely way better drummers, so it was hard to get into those two big bands at school. So
Yeah.
mostly small ensemble stuff. I subbed like once or twice and played in like not so, polished big band. It was like 8 pieces, so it's not really a big band.
Right.
So very limited, but general idea.
So there's two, we say big band, and then we say small band or small group or whatever. Big band is what we just heard. And you're basically the engine that's driving something that's written. Everyone's playing an arrangement. They're reading that stuff. As soon as the reading part is over, which is called the head, then we start going. And that song was the blues, by the way. It was just 12 bars over and over and over. As soon as the soloing starts, it becomes a small group. The small group mentality is you're freely improvising with the musicians, because when the big band is playing, it's 20 people playing the arrangement. Then it opens up into the solos. It's the piano, bass, drums, and whoever's playing the solo. So it becomes a small group. And so now you have more freedom to interact and to do stuff. You're in small group land. You're four or five of you. There's a guitar player. And you notice I said the figures are going to come in the second time around. So it's very common in big band music that the first time the soloist plays, and this is triggered by the conductor. The conductor is the one that says, "Now let's play the background figures." So you're playing along, you're playing soloing, the saxophone player soloing, and you're playing off of him. You're being more free, and then they cue the backgrounds. And now the solo continues, but now the whole band goes doo ga doo gat doo da doo da doo da doo bat boo bow doo ba doo 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 bat doo 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 bat bat. So now all of a sudden the band is reading something again while the soloist is playing. So now you're a hybrid. Now you're back to big band drumming, but also small group drumming. So there's like these different modes that you get in as a drummer in that scenario. Ensemble playing, you're the engine. And then you go to small group playing, you're interacting, you're being musical within the soloing section. The figures come back, you kind of come back too. It's very interesting art form. And of course, it's all styles of music. So it could be a bossa nova, it can be a rock chart, it could be a shuffle. This was kind of a shuffle. The drummer was playing two and four on the cross stick. I don't know if you know, he's going ding, tack ding, tack ding, tack ding, tack ding, tack. Those choices, and I'm saying all this just in case someone wants to go do a big band gig and they remember, oh yeah, we talked about this on April 4th. Now you can search April 4th or big band. Big band. I'm going to say it so you can search it. Um, uh, this is true with all music, but for some reason, big band music is a mystery to most drummers. It's like this other thing that seems like, how do you do that? Because everyone thinks Buddy Rich or, all these famous hotshot drummers. It's like, where's the drumming that's not just the soloing? The thing about every music that you play is you're going to adjust what you do to make the band sound as good as you can. And so very often in a big band, because it's acoustic, and the trombone player on the far end, the bass trombone player, and the bari saxophone player, and the fifth trumpet player are literally 20 feet away from you. They're far because they're stacked. There's five trombones, and the one trombone player's head is this far from your cymbal. So now all of a sudden you have to be very conscious of that because if you smash your cymbal too hard, it's literally going to be right in that trombone player's ear. The other guys on the other side, they have to be able to hear you that far away. So that's where the rim shots comes into play. So you might be going, man, I sound so good, but the band is like lagging or something. So you have to adjust yourself to go because they have to be able to hear. If they can't hear your hi-hat, they've got to be able to hear something. So a lot of times that two and four rim shot, it's not a musical choice as much as it is a like a let's keep the band together choice. It's a management kind of decision. Um,
I told one of my students, he had a tune called Barn Burner. He's in the JV band, they have a varsity and a junior varsity. And it's really fast. And I said, if there's a tear, if the band starts pulling away from you, just go to a cross stick,
yeah,
2 and 4, bring them back in with you.
absolutely. When in doubt, simplify all the way. Because the bottom line is we're the timekeeper. And it's so often, especially with young bands. I mean, when you're working with high school bands like you are doing, Chad, um, the horn players are not. No one's strong yet. Nobody is strong yet. You might have one hot shot, but everyone else is suffering and just barely getting through reading these songs. So it's really hard for the rhythm section to like keep it moving, and they are not very strong yet either. Like some of the best high school players are still not that great to be able to like drive a big band, but we expect them to in middle school even. I guess that's where you have to start. But yeah, always simplifying. Ari Honig in his master class that I think I put it up, but if not, I'll put it up soon so we can see it. Ari is like one of the masters of metric modulation and switching to a different time and different tempo, but he's always keeping track of where the actual song is. So the song is going, and he's out here in outer space, knowing that the song is still going the way it's supposed to, but you would not know it just by listening to him. And the bands that he plays with can go to outer space with him. So they're playing over here, and you don't even know what song it is. The song is still doing its rotations through its form, but they've gone so far out of it that it's just like, what are you doing? But they always know where they are. It's incredible. But Ari said if he's playing a gig or gets called to do something with musicians he doesn't know, and he does one inkling of just a little, he can test the waters by just doing one little thing. And if the band doesn't immediately know what just happened, he adjusts his playing to match theirs. Very important. Like, you don't want to go, well, these guys are going to be lost in the dust because I'm going to do my thing, and too bad for them. He literally will take it all the way back. Because you always want to make, the goal is you always want to make the musicians you're playing with the most comfortable as you can. Because the better they feel, the safer they feel to be able to do what they're doing, the more they're going to go, I want that guy to play when I play. That's true with anything, the more comfortable and safe you make somebody feel, they want to be around you. Thank you so much for listening to the Drum Mantra podcast. Your time and attention are truly appreciated. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe, follow, leave a review wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps more drummers around the world discover this work. And if you know someone who's ready to go deeper with their practice, share this with them. Let's grow this community together. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.